We are in Seal, Alabama at the Drive-Thru Museum of Wonder. How cool. Donations right here. It fell from outer space. The crew ball, bizarre ball of string, was found in the craw of a chicken. Lots of crazy bones and art. Wow. Spikes coming from that skull. Scorpions in the back. The blind leading the blind. Walks like a duck. The visible woman. How crazy. Circuit City. Shut up and kiss me. Weird dog creature. This is awesome. Woolly mammoth jaw. 12,000 years old. Wound up tight. Some snakes. Some bones. The thrill is all gone in the land of milk and honey. Got some dogs. This is so cool. Revelations 1930. All these crazy creatures. Frog people, two-headed giants, kidnapping people. Giant snake beasts. Weird creatures. Strange but true. The winged creature. A cow ant. Alligators. Megalodon shark teeth. Whale vertebrae. Crazy devil head. Don't pay it. No, never mind. You are what you think. A lot of giant balls. Don't sell the farm. Flatter than a pea on a plate. Come hell or high water. Welcome to Seal, Alabama, baby. Lots of cool animals, jawbones. More snakes. Big cats. My goofy reflection, of course. Tons more skulls. Crazy creatures. Love this artwork. Butch Anthony. Odds and ends. So cool, so cool. Wow. What's up, guys? We are in Lake Eufaula, Alabama, a huge Bigfoot hotspot. Dixie Cryptid did a marathon on it, but the rude dude lurks around here. Rude Creek walls into these waters and the monsters lurk. There's been giant alligators and huge catfish found here too. I am so excited to see what the area holds. What's up, guys? We're at the Shorter Mansion here in Eufaula, the most famous haunted building in the region. And there's 3 entities that are very famous in these 4 walls. One is the woman in pink. The second one is the man in the top hat. And then there's a ghost of a little girl that's been spotted all throughout here. And man, there has been other disembodied voices, weird lights, and tons of other strange activity in this building. And now it is a museum. It is totally magical. I saw it on TikTok by my homie Josh. He's doing a great job of telling us all the scary stuff going down in this historic land. Keep your eyes peeled for the spirits. They're in the windows. Oh man. What's up, guys? We are here with the Leroy Brown Monument on August 20th, the date that this famous fish actually passed away. But this fish was caught by Thomas Mann, a legendary fisherman. He was only 1 pound, but he sensed that something was special. He brought it home, put it in a tank with some monsters, and it survived. He never was hooked again. He would actually swipe it away with his tail. This fish has opened up many doors for Eufaula, and it is the bass capital of the world. What a magical place. Today we're in Ecofana Creek, checking out the Florida National Scenic Trail. Found out about this area on the app, All Trails. Super excited because this area is so legendary in skunk ape history, and tons of crystal springs in the area. So you know the Native Americans were gathering in this area because of the sacred, scenic vibrations. So let's soak them up. One of my favorite stories from this region comes from 1981, where a young hunter would spend the season with his stepdad. His family owned tons of property right here in the Ecofana Creek area. Many years they had successful hunts. But comes 81, not a thing was in sight. Not even crickets and birds were making sounds. And they felt like they were being watched, and a bunch of eerie feelings. But it all came to a conclusion one night, where they had a strange evening, and the kid fell asleep and woke up a few hours later to screaming and gunfire. The stepdad was yelling at something to get out, and shot into the air multiple times. They said it was a 7-foot tall, hairy man, and they could hear it bulldozing through the wilderness. They never went hunting in that area again. It's a really cool story about the skunk ape of this area. But it didn't stop then. Donnie Miller has also had many strange encounters over here as a kid. He actually was being pelted with sticks and stones in his back. Maybe even touched by one right through here. There was also some campers that were dealing with a nuisance through the night, but woke up to a tree being thrown through their back windshield. Talk about a scary threat. Message heard loud and clear. Not welcome. This is crazy how open it is. Something could definitely be scouting me out from the tree line over there. And it all looks like a blur to me. I feel like the main character in Prey, exposed, ready to run, ready to fight, anything to survive. That's what you gotta do. I'm sure this landscape turns into a playing field late at night. Definitely some vibes. It's really sandy here, but I'm keeping my eyes out for footprint impressions, but also venomous snakes, because this definitely seems like it's rattlesnake territory. Micro, macro. Very, very nice day. A couple months ago, when I was hiking at Scott's Trailhead, not far from here, with the Walking Legend, we were out after dark and heard weird clicking noises. And the whole path has a bunch of these little gnomes, figurines spread out, and it felt like they were running and chasing after us. It's definitely a spooky vibe, just mixed with all the other history. Gave us a little pep in our step. I can't wait to spend a night out here, camp. Plan on riding out in someone else's car. But we will definitely leave tribute and come in the name of the great creator, representing the one who died for us all. Just trying to bridge the gap between the forest and the concrete jungle. We're just so hard trying to escape the programming. We were asleep in the machine, but now it's time to wake from the matrix. I've been talking to this one dude who's really into the cartel and how they use national parks and dense areas to move shipments and people and do their dirty business. And when I was walking down the trail, I heard a car door slam. So I was like, maybe someone else is on the trail today. But I've been looking back when it was the Great Prairie and I had maximum vision, still couldn't see them. I just had a vibe that they could see me. So it's either just gonna be some cool hikers or I'm on to something. But there's multiple branches back, so I will just try to avoid them and beeline it if I have to. But in that situation, I feel like the cabbage man would protect me. But you never know. Cartel might already have a treaty with the rod bender and the stump jumper. If they know their terrain, they would. I know up in Ohio, the moonshiners, they've learned after a lot of wrecked stills, you got to give them a little something. So all the fermented corn and fruit and leftovers would be leftover for the wild thing. Keeping my eyes open for a velvet ant. I want to keep one as a pet. The cow killer. Sting will last 30 minutes. Really bad. These are just fire ants, but very cool to see how they work. And they are all down the trail, man. Branched off. So cool. This is definitely very open. Keeping my head on a swivel. Trying not to look at the screen. Giving you guys a view and keeping mine. Hoping you guys find something. And so do I. But there's fungus and plenty of other edibles here. So I can see why this is such a hot spot. Plus, we're not too far from the Apalachicola National Forest, Torreya State Park, Holmes Creek, where of course two-toed Tom lurks and thrives. And I think there's something to the aquifer below us. Of course, in the Godzilla movies, they mention that's where the monsters are. It's like an underwater ocean with caverns and labyrinths, subterranean chambers that definitely hold life. And the Gulf of Mexico is not far away. This could easily be a port. There's some nice elevation here. And abundance of variety of wildlife. The exotic world thrives. Woo! We'll see if they get creative with the response back. Sometimes you gotta stir the pot a little bit. Of course, I have Sasquatch pheromone chips in my bag, and they have leaked into the fabric. So now we are just a walking chip when we're out here. There are tons of beware of bear signs in the area. So if we do see a big brownie furry thing, might be Barry, or it might be Barry. Checking that dirt road for prints on the way back will be pretty fun. People bring their dogs out here, so I think the wild man would watch from a distance. He probably has learned a decent amount about people. Here's a pine cone. Let's definitely manifest in our third eye, the pineal gland. DMT, the spirit molecule, the thing that connects us all under the dome in this universe. We are all one. Look at this. Cactus. Speaking of connection, San Pedro, mescaline. Open up your mind. You betcha the cabbage man does. High Check just said something about their stool having no parasites in it. And that is amazing. So that means somehow they're digging up the right roots or bugs, combination of food, to eliminate all the parasites in their body. That mixed with infrasound heartbeats, the ability to cloak or blend in, echolocating like bats and dolphins, stomps and knocks like elephant. It's truly remarkable. There it is. The pond. Wow. I love when a hike pays off. You read about a place, visualize it, you think about it. You get a little nervous on the way. And it all pays off. I'm keeping my eyes on the edge of the pond. Tons of mushrooms and fungus off the trail and on it. See if we can see a tree peaker, raven mocker, dipping his hand in the water, cupping it up. Wow. You gotta think the ancient people were just as amazed standing on this hillside. Worried about the dragon dinosaurs lurking below. The Lusca is one of my favorite. I first heard about it when I was down in the Bahamas. But it's a sea creature that can make itself anywhere. Half octopus, half shark, sea creature. And the cool thing is about octopuses, the males, if they don't mate, they keep growing in size. And they also can squeeze hop off, Ant. And they can also squeeze through very tight spaces, like quarter-size holes. So, if a male rogue octopus hybrid is working its way through these chambers, it could honestly be anywhere. And the aquifer opens up. Some of these goofy movies like Jungle Cruise, Godzilla, Journey to the Center of the Earth, it like flips and it's hollow. And who knows what happens down there. But I just think it's the pillars of Earth, subterranean chambers. All the answers to our questions. Making our way down to the pond. Just met this awesome hiker that this is his bread and butter area. He said he never sees any deer, any hog, any bear out here. Kind of sounds like 1981. Very strange. But we exchanged information. Gonna link up here in the future. Make it all the way to Scott's Bridge. Cool places bring cool people. That's for sure. This is the old horse trail. Get you all the way down to the water's edge. Doesn't seem anybody's been here recently. So this is the perfect time to look for impressions. Maybe sneak up on something. That is a wild looking snake. Spider, I mean. I'm dehydrated. But that's why I was stopping on the beach for a drink and some snacks. Just heard a little click. He said I'm the only second person he's ever seen out here. Had to kind of blow his mind. Very cool, very cool. Talk about magical. This is something special. I'm gonna soak up these vibes for a bit. Keep my eyes on the water for alligators or something bigger. I'm continuing up this side of the pond on the horse trail because these woods give off an eerie barrier vibe. Yeah, we got the trail over there, but what's on the edge over here? What's got the high ground? What's keeping an eye out? We're using the back camera like Scott Carpenter. He's had a lot of success, and so have I, experimenting with it. Just walk through a thick spider web. Feel bad ruining his fortress. Of course, when the planes are going overpass, that's when they're gonna use the time to move. Definitely feeling the weather out here now, pouring down sweat. That's what I live for. This is what a kid from Ohio dreams about. Sunshine State, hunting the skunk ape. Now we're about to hit some Crystal Springs to cool off. Super excited. But still gotta make it back to my car safely. And anything could be lurking. In a Pitt and Sylvan Springs, seeing what's what on these waters. Super excited to cool off. Before we hit Pitt Spring, let's see what these hiking trails are all about. Over on the signs, they were showing bear caves, Native American relics that have been found in the area, a lot of other cool stuff. So definitely head on a swivel. Enjoying ourselves in this paradise. Just saw a fast moving lizard. Keep your eyes peeled. Always had a love for these elevated boardwalks. Sinkholes. Tons of them in the area. And we saw Stacey Brown's movie with Les Stroud, The Pit, about what can go wrong if you're stuck in a sinkhole for a long time. So much greenery. Where do these sinkholes lead? What lies beneath? Here's Sylvian Springs. Very cool. Some kayakers launching. The aquifer below. Can't wait to go for a swim here. Definitely paradise. Sable palm. That's pretty cool. There he is. Or there she is. Very cool. True paradise out here. Just met a cool Cowboys fan. He was making fun of me for my brown shirt. Very cool change of elevation. What's up, guys? I'm looking for the skunk ape. Any legends or any sightings of anything paranormal recently?
No. Never been here, so couldn't tell you.
We only been a few steps there and turned around.
Oh man, who knows what lies beneath? Have a good one, guys. Thank you. Gets pretty thick right here. Really cool. The smell reminds me of hiking at my grandparents' farm over in Balesville. We'll take this little path. Ooh. Get those for some wine for my mom. Beauty berries. I had beauty berry jelly recently. That was magical. Okay, so this is pretty wild out here. Definitely tell there's sinkholes and things hiding. Working up a good sweat for the crystal clear blue waters. Keep your eye on the hillside, tree to tree. That's what I'm doing. Looking where they wouldn't expect us to. And while everybody's cheering and having fun down at the springs, we might catch something off guard. Or something may be playing possum, luring us into the thicket, timing it up so I'm never heard from again. I feel like the velociraptor scene in the Lost World where they're running through the tall weeds. It might be where we're heading. This is so cool. Dog barking too. Ooh, fast lizard. Faster than the speed of light. There's a bunch of owls coming from the springs. Hopefully that will bring in the wahoo or yahoo. Here's the tube launch. Sylvian Springs, Ecofana Creek, root balls, wax myrtle, cabbage palm, Carolina willow. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, I got the Challenger. I got one too. That's dope. I don't think I've ever pumped up all of it though. So good to see it.
So I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Good luck, brother.
Yeah.
Here's some of the history of Ecofana Creek. Lifeline across time. Gaynor family. Williford Spring. Very cool. Everybody's out and about today.
Yeah, we seen it laying there.
Very cool. Had to go find a place to dip in. Some storm water runoff too. Very cool.
But if you know the person, you should.
Paradise. Definitely cooling off. Navigating through these waters. What's up, brother? What kind of fish you going for?
Some of these big brims that
Get an underwater shot of them.
a long of a ride. Climb up the rope with only arms.
Oh, I used to be able to do that too.
That's what I told them.
Smooth and trim.
Very cool. Paradise on earth right here. Crystal blue water. See what it looks like from over here, up above. The bald cypress. Any luck, bro?
Had one big one that took it. Better go over there to the other dock
Yeah, you might have to.
where people launch off at.
Yeah. Good luck, bro. Watch out for Two-Toed Tom, the famous demon gator of these waters.
Yeah.
24 feet long.
This rope is kind of be able to sketch this one, you guys. Yeah, if you're on it. So there's a...
Cool shot. Under the bridge. Red Hot Chili Pepper style. I am here at Howard's Creek at the intersection of Sauls Creek Road and Dock Whitfield, where back here in 1998 a crazy encounter happened. And 3 people were shining for deer riding these back roads, and 2 people, one in the front, one in the back, witnessed a 7-foot tall hairy creature with red eyes right off of Old Bean Road, where the legend is known. We're looking for the Howard's Creek creature. We are in Port St. Joe checking out the Cape San Blas Lighthouse. And these historic buildings are right outside it, but sadly these workers are here and it's gonna be closed for 2 months. I missed it by 1 day, man. This lighthouse is notorious because 2 people actually died building it, and then one lighthouse keeper ended his life because he got so tired of climbing to the top, and another lightkeeper was actually murdered inside. It was moved from Cape San Blas to Port St. Joe. It's been injured in battle and by the weather. What a historical location. Here we are at the original St. Joseph Cemetery, 1835 to 1841. The original Port St. Joe was booming in population, had about 6,000 people, but then one ship came from Cuba and a member had yellow fever. Sadly, the 6,000 population went down just to a couple hundred, and this is a mass burial site right through here. I was recently reading a paranormal book about the area, and it said that some believe that there is a portal that opens up to the underworld from this cemetery. It's very eerie here. And of course, on the way, literally just minutes ago, we get a call from my sister that her cat is having a medical emergency and she's screaming on the phone, and it's through the phone, car phone. It's just pure chaos, man. It's just not good vibes. So I definitely understand what people in this cemetery are going through. set opens up like Chronicles of Narnia. Definitely an eerie vibe. But also peace and tranquility. I hope the souls that are within these walls find peace. 'Cause we all deserve it. I'm here in the old Port St. Joe Cemetery, where a lot of victims of the yellow fever rest. Is there any spirits or souls that could reach out to us today? Is it true about the portal to the underworld here? Where does it go? When does it open up? Is there any cults or witch covens that come here? Is there any demons or chateau entities that come through here? Is there any skunk apes or little people in the nearby area? This gazebo in the middle. Do ghosts like to sit on the benches? Just got out of the haunted movie theater. No sightings from the ghost Tommy, but I had a great time watching Beast, the killer rogue lion. It was an awesome movie. Idris Elba and Charlito Kipley was amazing in it. And man, that lion was on a mission. But it was spooky, it was emotional, it was funny. It was exactly what I want out of a creature feature. Now I'm heading back to my car. Check out who's waiting for me. The kitty cats. I've been feeding them every weekend when I come by. Wonder what they transform into when they turn into the shadows. One of my favorite historical haunted houses here in Marianna. Definitely soaking up the vibes. Wow. Here after dark, St. Luke's Episcopal Church, the haunted graveyard where the Civil War was fought. Joseph Russ is buried here. John Milton, our former governor. There's been a woman in white seen here, and the priest running out of the church on fire, saving the Bible. This headstone over here of the woman is what comes alive in the night. She's beautiful. But it's definitely got a vibe, that's for sure. Right there's the grave of Joseph Russ, who sadly ended his life after the Great Depression. He owned the Russ House Mansion, which is one of the most famous haunted buildings here in the Panhandle. Right here is the governor's, John Milton. Very famous down here in the Sunshine State. That was the police riding by. Hopefully they don't do a U-turn. Don't need to be bothered. Awesome day here on the creek, looking for fossils, and my pockets are full. Heard some strange noises in the forest over here to the right side when I was up under the trees. Could have been anything, but the skunk ape definitely roams Chipola River and Coverator Creek. There's Native American settlements nearby, so something might be pulling them here. There's a cool fossil. Very, very cool. Megafauna. Right out of Spring Creek. Doesn't get much better than this. Lounging right in the middle of the creek. Who knows what's lurking behind and below. Awesome. Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!